Now You're Talking with me, Jessie Marcinkiewicz. And always remember, Now You're Talking goes live on Wednesday mornings at 10 o'clock on www.coshoctontv.com, Coshocton's online TV station. I get told many times there is nothing to do in Coshocton County. Well, me and Jan Myers from the local CVB are here to prove you wrong here this morning, because there is so much to do and there is so much coming up, especially after Memorial Day. Memorial Day weekend really kicks off the tourism season, and Coshocton County is a tourism destination, especially with Roscoe Village, and there's many other places that you can visit this season and also for free. So Jan, let's go ahead and start off with what are some of the main things that are offered here in Coshocton County that maybe if you're new to Coshocton you don't know that's out there.
Well, thank you, Jessie. And you're right, I hear that too. There's nothing to do in Coshocton, and I'll tell you what, people that really believe that can just stop by our office anytime, 401 Main Street, corner of 4th and Main, and just find out all the things there really are to do in Coshocton, and many of them are free. Yes, Memorial Day does kick off the tourism season, although May in Coshocton is very, very busy. We had a lot of things going on in May, and those events were very, very successful. So, but we do have a lot of things happening starting now with the tourism season. We had the canal boat officially opened for the season over Memorial Day weekend. Lake Park pool and many of the other pools in the area opened for the season over the weekend. So you know summer has started when you see those things happening. But this coming weekend, we have First Friday coming up on Friday here in Coshocton. Next weekend, one of our huge events, the Hot Air Balloon Festival. This is the 31st year for that. It is the longest running hot air balloon festival in Ohio, and we are very proud of that. And we get a lot and lots of attention, both nationally and throughout the state, because of that event. And it's featured in many publications, many programming throughout the state. So we're very thrilled about that. That is a free event that starts next Friday. So it's next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, June 8, 9, and 10. Again, a free event held out at the fairgrounds. We have schedules at our office. You can stop by and pick those up, or you can go to CoshoctonChamber.com and click on the Balloon Festival tab, and it'll tell you everything you want to know about that. That weekend as well, on Sunday, is the Corvette Cruise-In in Roscoe Village. Again, a free event. So lots of fun things that are free coming up. And then the following weekend, June 15, 16, 17, is the Coshocton Dulcimer Days Festival, and that will be taking place in Roscoe Village. Again, another free event. That is the second oldest heritage music festival in the country and the oldest in Ohio. So we have a lot of things to be really proud of here in Coshocton. So if you really think there's nothing to do, please rethink that and stop in and find out some of the things coming up.
Talking about stopping in, okay, so you're located at 401 Main Street in the Progress Center. What are your hours of operation?
We are open Monday through Friday from 9 until 5 through Monday through Thursday, and until 4 on Friday. Typically the office is closed at lunchtime from noon to 1, but stop in anytime during those other hours, or call us 622-4877. Or go online, visit Coshocton.com, and you can find all kinds of things online as well on our website or Facebook. Visit Coshocton, Ohio on Facebook. So we put a lot of things on there as well. So go on and friend us and share your comments about the events that you've been attending.
What is the major role of the CVB in Coshocton County?
The CVB, the Visitors Bureau in Coshocton County, our role as all Visitors Bureaus throughout the state and the country is to help promote tourism in that region, in that county. We put out press releases, we do advertising, we do co-op advertising with other tourism attractions in our area or in other throughout the region. Anymore, we promote an entire region, which might encompass several counties. You know, when you go on vacation somewhere, you don't even know what county you're in. So when visitors come here, they just know when they want to come to Coshocton, they want to see everything there is to see around here. So that might be spending a lot of time here in Coshocton, but maybe they're going on up to Amish country for the afternoon, or going down to Launaberger for an afternoon. We want them to come and experience everything there is to do right here in this region, just like if they stay in a nearby county and come here and do some things here as well. So we are very fortunate in Coshocton to have so many things that we can promote. Many counties that I've visited throughout the state, maybe they only have one main attraction that they can really push. We have so many things between Roscoe Village and the Canal Boat and the Johnson Homework House Museum and Clary Gardens and our 5 wineries in the area, and we just have so much that we just can go on and on. So my job is very, very busy.
But it's also good too about tourism. It provides a lot of local dollars here that stays in Coshocton County.
Right. There are a lot of local dollars because a lot of folks are employed in the tourism industry, whether it's a restaurant or a hotel or one of the attractions that involves a lot of employment. But then also a lot of dollars are spent here by the tourists who come into the area, and then those dollars stay here and help our economy as well.
Well, let's go ahead and get into more of what there is to offer here in Coshocton County. We have lots of information here. Jan has her little table full of brochures and everything, and that all can be found at the CVB office at 401 Main Street in the Progress Center. So at any time you can go in there, and you can also see other brochures from other areas and other area counties and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into some more things that are offered here in Coshocton County.
There are of course, a lot of our attractions, which we've mentioned. Roscoe Village, if you haven't taken the tour lately, they have a whole new tour going on right now over there. And actually starting on the 15th, I believe it is, they'll have a leisure tour that you can just stroll through on your own on the weekends. And there are artisans in all the buildings. But if you take the guided tour, they're doing more of a Civil War on the home front tour. They started this last year in honor of the commemoration of the 150th anniversary of the Civil War. And so they're talking about what life was like back home during the Civil War. And so even if you've been to Roscoe and taken the tour, this is a whole different experience, so check it out. They also have a lot of new hands-on activities you can do if you just want to take your kids and go over there and just do that. Just do the hands-on activities. They're very, very reasonably priced, and it's fun and it's educational for them. The museum, I don't know if you've been to see the new pop culture exhibit that they have going on in there, but that is so fun, and you will just see all kinds of neat things that you might remember from your childhood. Well, I remember from my childhood. You might not remember them, but there's a lot
of stuff in there from the 80s.
Yeah, yes.
I was just very disappointed there was nothing with Alf in there.
No
but
Alf.
New Kids on the Block was in there,
yes,
and that was definitely my era, and the big buttons. Yes.
Yes. So there's some really neat things of Star Wars and the Beatles and a lot of the different popular bands from those eras. And it'll take your kids in there and just really have fun with that. And I really enjoy the living room they have set up in there from the 70s. It just really reminded me of my home when I was a little girl.
And they had this thing called Nintendo.
Yes,
and they have that Nintendo games and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely what life was like for us adults.
Exactly, but there's lots of other free things going on that we have that you can go and do this summer if you're maybe not going to go on a long vacation somewhere. Just do some things around here. You'll be able to fill up your summer with the things that are even just the free or nearly free things. Head over to Clary Gardens. This coming, next weekend. No, it's this weekend, the June 2nd. I think they have their Fairy House and troll building workshop going on. Free event. Go on their website and check that out. My daughter and I did this several years ago, and it is so much fun. And you'll really have a good time over there. It's a great place to take your kids. It's a great place to just take a walk over there and enjoy the flowers and the trails that they have. Again, it's a free place to go. Lake Park, of course, is free. Walk around over there and hike and bike, things like that. Of course, there is a charge to get into the pool and things like that, but if you just want to walk around and go to the playground, there's fun things over there to do. We mentioned the museum already. Pearl Valley Cheese. If you haven't been up there, go up there in the mornings. Weekday mornings is when they're making the cheese, and you can watch them making the cheese. We have an award-winning cheese factory right here in Coshocton County, and we are so fortunate. And they're so popular with the tourists, but our local people really enjoy going up there as well. And while you're there, get some cheese and sample the cheese and try some out. Gospel Hill Lighthouse. I don't know if you've been up there or not.
I have, and the view is just phenomenal, especially during the fall foliage.
It is, and our tourists who go there are blown away. I mean, this is way up on the top of this hill, out in the middle of nowhere. They are unique in that they're the largest lighthouse in the country that's not near water. I mean, I don't remember exactly what the wording of that, but you can check that out on their website. But it's very unique, and here it is right here in Coshocton County. Right across the road from the Gospel Hill Lighthouse is one of our premier wineries, Heritage Vineyard Winery. So you can check out 2 of our major attractions right there and do a wine tasting and have a good time out there. The Quilt Barn Trail. We have actually 3 separate trails now. I know we had one that was just coming down 643 and into Coshocton. We now have 2 others that are you can go and check out, and they have some wonderful barns. Again, this is free. Just drive around, look at the barns, and then see all the things that there are to see along the way. In our brochure and also online, you can check that out online if you wanted to, or pick up our brochure, and the Quilt Barn trails are listed in there where they go and what routes they're on and everything. So you can check that out. Let's see, Helmet Covered Bridge. I don't know if you've been out there, but that's the only covered bridge we have in Coshocton County, and it is really something. You can go out there, you can drive across it, you can stop, and you can walk across it and get some pictures. It's off of State Route 60 North on 343, I believe, County Road 343. Go out and check that out. We also have some brochures in our office about that if you want to stop in and pick that up. And speaking of that, we also have this Drive Yourself Historic Tour of Coshocton County. Now, this piece was put together several years ago, but there's Old Stone Fort, tells you how to get there. Go and check that out. Bouquets Camp, how many bridges on here. Many of our historic markers you can drive to and see where they are and read about them. Again, this is free stuff to do right here in Coshocton. So I think that you will agree that there are many, many, many things to do, and we've only just scratched the surface.
That's right, because we only have 15 minutes, Jan, to be able to get all this great information in about Coshocton County. But if you want to know more, you can give Jan Myers a call at our local CVB office. And that phone number again, Jan, is
622-4877, or go online, visit Coshocton.com.
And you can always stop in at 401 Main Street there in the Progress Center. And the hours once again, Jan?
We are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5, on Friday, 9 to 4. And typically closed at noon, from noon to 1.
Well, out of all of that, the first event coming up is definitely going to be First Fridays here on Main Street in Coshocton. But also check out CoshoctonTV.com on Main Street, because we're going to be doing a live game show starting at 5:30. So definitely stop on by. We're in front of Hasseman Marketing, and it's going to be a good time. Just like everything else in Coshocton, great things to offer. Well, thanks for staying tuned to Now You're Talking with me, Jessie Marcinkiewicz, on CoshoctonTV.com, Coshocton's online TV station. Have a great day.